Hello again. So we are continuing with the discussion on children's literature. നേരത്തെ നിർത്തിവെച്ച ചോദ്യത്തിൽ നിന്ന് തന്നെ നമുക്ക് കണ്ടിന്യൂ ചെയ്യാം. We'll continue from the same question that we stopped at. So who writes children's literature? Imagine that I'm a writer of children's literature. ഞാൻ ഒരു കുട്ടികൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി എഴുതുന്ന ഒരു എഴുത്തുകാരനാണെന്ന് കരുതുക. So what could be the values that I consider are important? Because if I am writing something for the future generations or the future citizens of my society, so what values would I want to inculcate in them? So I'm a representative of the adult community. That you have to think. I'm not an individual, but rather I am actually a sample of the adult community in a society. And when I write for children, so I would be thinking about what kind of values should I inculcate in the children. So obviously the kind of values that I consider are important for the well-being of the society or for the betterment of the society, so that things are positive and beautiful as they should be. So honesty or cleanliness or equality. So imagine that I as a writer was belonging to some other culture, and the values that that culture has are very different from the Indian culture where we were brought up. So apparently when I write, then being part of a different culture, I will be communicating the values of that culture in the children's literature there. So don't you see that there is actually quite significant a difference in children's literature of the probably United States of America and the children's literature of Russia maybe, and of course the children's literature of India. Now our Panchatantra Kathas, the quite similar as maybe Tom Sawyer. Is there that significant similarity between the kind of writing or the kind of Jataka tales and many in Indian writing involves a lot of mythical tales. Many cultures also involve mythical tales, but there are subtle differences because of the differences in the cultures. So what I'm saying is that it's not like there is a kind of universal children's literature as such, but these cultural differences and differences in world views actually influence the way in which people write, especially their writing, so that their children will learn from that and imbibe certain qualities and grow up into the kind of citizens that they want their children to be. So especially I can explain it well because we do have a child at home. My brother's boy is at home, and one significant thing that I have noticed is that he speaks an entirely different language from the way in which me and my family speaks. That's because he has learned that language from television shows. So the kind of Malayalam that we use, the kind of English that we use is very different from the kind of English and Malayalam that he uses. He's only almost 4 years old now, but he's quite equipped with language because of the influence of the television and the shows that he watches. But obviously the kind of language that is used in the television and those shows would be very different from that of ours. The kind of words that we use, the kind of mental pictures that they communicate would be definitely very different from that of ours. So he names people with the names of cartoon characters, and his reaction to surprising things might be some dialogue that some cartoon character would have said. നമ്മളൊരു സാധനത്തെ കാണുമ്പോൾ നമുക്കൊരു സർപ്രൈസ് തോന്നുകയാണെങ്കിൽ we might do something, but the child reacts to certain surprises in the way a cartoon character might have reacted that he watches regularly. So these are very influential. The kind of input that goes into the children at this age actually determines the way in which they react to different stimuli. അവർ എത്തരത്തിലാണ് പല കാര്യങ്ങളോടും പ്രതികരിക്കുന്നത് എന്നതിനെ ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസ് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് വളരെ ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻഷ്യൽ ആയിട്ടുള്ളൊരു ഫേസാണത് ആ സമയത്ത് കിട്ടുന്ന ഇൻപുട്ട്. അതിനകത്ത് എസ്പെഷ്യലി now the kind of medium of instruction mostly is through television and videos and all, but earlier it was through literature. Even now there are we do tell them stories and we do read them stories, and these stories and the kind of values and the kind of people, the characters that are discussed in these stories actually influences them. and that will actually shape the way in which they place themselves in the society. Now, there is an advertisement that is coming these days, which I do not know how many of you would have seen, where there is an uncle who's telling a story to a child, and he's saying that the queen, thus the king and queen met, and they lived happily ever after. The queen will cook amazing food for the king, and they will live happily ever after. And the child asks, why does the queen have to cook? And why does the queen have to cook? Why can't the king cook? So again, what kind of values of equality and gender are you communicating through a story? Think of that. And this kind of image that the child would develop through the story. ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ പറയുന്ന കഥകളൊന്നും വളരെ നൈവ് ആൻഡ് ഇന്നസെൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള കഥകളല്ല എന്നാണ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു വരുന്നത്. നമ്മൾ പറയുന്ന കഥകൾ ഓരോന്നിനകത്തും കൺവേ ചെയ്യപ്പെടുന്ന പലതരം വാല്യൂസ് ഉണ്ട്, സോഷ്യൽ സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെൻറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. വെൻ in stories, some stories, animals are most of the time portrayed as villains. Many animals are portrayed as villains. So what happens is the child would develop a worldview that there is a sharp contrast between the animal realm and the human realm, and negative qualities are associated with the animal realm. ഇത്തരത്തിലുള്ളൊരു പലതരത്തിലുള്ള ഡയമെൻഷൻസ് ഉള്ളൊരു സംഗതിയാണ് ചിൽഡ്രൻസ് ലിറ്ററേച്ചർ. പലപ്പോഴും ചിൽഡ്രൻസ് ലിറ്ററേച്ചർ ഇസ് വെരി അൺഅറ്റൻഡഡ് ഓൾസോ. Children's literature, because it's for children and it's very naive and innocent. Even the cartoons that the children watch, they should be analyzed for their social correctness or political correctness. അതിനകത്ത് കൺവേ ചെയ്യുന്ന വാല്യൂസ് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിനകത്ത് കൺവേ ചെയ്യപ്പെടുന്ന സോഷ്യൽ സ്ട്രക്ചർ ആൻഡ് ദ കൈൻഡ് ഓഫ് ideologies that are communicated through them, അതിനെയൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ സട്ടിലി അനലൈസ് ചെയ്യുക തന്നെ വേണം. ബിക്കോസ് ദീസ് ആർ വെരി ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻഷ്യൽ സോഷ്യൽ ടെക്സ്റ്റ്. വി ഷുഡ് ബി അനലൈസിങ് ദം. സോ പ്രോബബ്ലി ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് വൈ വി ഡു ഹാവ് എ ഡിസിപ്ലിൻ ലൈക്ക് ചിൽഡ്രൻസ് ലിറ്ററേച്ചർ വിച്ച് ഇസ് എമർജിങ് വെരി സ്ട്രോങ്ലി, because we now understand that the kind of impact that children's literature or other forms of representation that our children enjoy in shaping them, in preparing them the future, is very important. So it is with this understanding that we will be delving into the paper. Okay, so I hope I think this will do for the initial introductory part. We'll be continuing with an introduction because this is a very elaborate discussion. So we'll be before we start with the works, I need you to have a very thorough foregrounding about why actually are we dealing with children's literature. അത്തരത്തിലുള്ള കൃത്യമായിട്ടുള്ളൊരു ധാരണ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലാണ് നമുക്കിത് വായിക്കുമ്പോഴാണെങ്കിൽ പോലും, കൃത്യമായിട്ട് ആ ടെക്സ്റ്റുകൾ അനലൈസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴാണെങ്കിലും എന്തൊക്കെ ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ആ ടെക്സ്റ്റിനെതിരെ ചോദിക്കണം എന്നൊക്കെ മനസ്സിലാവുള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം I'll stop for the time being. I'll see you in the next class. Thank you very much.